Hey, Nick.
Hey, Chase.
It's that time again.
What time is it?
Time for
Fuck This Place!
No, I don't give a fuck.
You don't care? You're not
Yeah.
rooting for the Chiefs?
No, it's not the Browns. So,
Oh, I didn't know if you were like after the Bengals though, because they were from your division.
but I didn't like the Bengals from the first time when they played the 49ers in '89. So I never
Okay.
fuck with the Bengals.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you might as well hold that grudge from '89. Yeah.
yeah, man, fuck them. More
on your
Geeky
side.
Woods.
Well, I guess we're ready, right? We should start.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Fuck This Place, the podcast about jobs with Chase and Nick. My name is Chase.
My name is Nick, and with us today, another fantastic guest. He's a stand-up comic. He co-hosts two of his own podcasts called one, the Quintessential Browns podcast, and Meldrick Moments. He is a great dude, a very, very funny dude, and he's with us here today, Mr. Yusuf Ali. Yusuf, how are you, my guy?
What's up, y'all? This is great, man. Good to be here
Mm-hmm.
at Fuck This Place, but not this place literally, but at the
Yeah.
concept
Well, you
of
could
Fuck
say,
This
yeah,
Place.
by the end, you can make a determination whether you're like, nah, kind of fuck those guys.
Never talk to us again.
Yeah, that's
Let's
in your
see.
rights, is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not a requirement that everything goes hunky dory. You got a Dr. Pepper there, Nick?
I do. I bought a Dr.
Nice.
Pepper because
Minnesota.
I just haven't had one in a long time, so I was craving.
Yeah,
it. I also feel like the last few episodes, I kind of casually have a beer all the time.
That's
and I'm
true.
like,
It has
I don't wanna
happened.
I'm gonna give this impression a little too much.
yeah.
Nick started drinking in year 2.5 or
We
whatever.
want people
of
to
the
think that Nick
podcast.
doesn't give a shit about his health, not that he's an
Yeah.
alcoholic.
Yeah, just gonna dial it back into the soda realm, and then. But I also try to match it. I have a cup of water here too.
Oh, yeah, one for one.
One
Fair
for
enough,
one.
Fair enough. Well, Yusuf, I think we should just jump straight into our first segment that we do on every podcast. It's actually a segment that we call, speaking of, Fuck This Place ? Where we decide if we work somewhere or not. And you were originally from Cleveland, correct?
Cleveland, yeah.
Hell yeah. So we've actually pulled 3 Craigslist posts from the Cleveland Craigslist. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, treasure trove, if I may. So I am going to read the title to 3 posts. You're going to pick one, just like you're browsing, that you're just not even going to bother clicking on. Like that's an automatic Fuck This Place. And then we'll look at the other 2 and decide whether we would work there or not. Does that make sense?
All right.
Okay, cool. So title number 1 is water, and it's in all caps. I think that's important. Water damage needs cleaned ASAP. Number 2 title is need a feminine opinion. And then title number 3 is getting paid to sign up for spam research. This is the highlights of the Cleveland Craigslist. Which one is an automatic? I'm not even gonna bother with this fucking thing. The spam, the feminine.
The feminine one, obviously.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah, get out of
Yeah.
here. Okay, well then let's, I think we'll go. Someone said they need water damage cleaning ASAP. I think we should find out what they mean by, is this really an emergency? Okay, so post number 1, title again, water damage needs cleaned ASAP. And there are 2 pictures, but I should actually say there's more than 2 pictures. It's like a pic collage. You can just like put, they're really mashed together. But picture number 1 is 4 pictures of a house that looks, in my opinion, fucking ruined.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like it looks bad.
Yeah. It looks like there was an explosion. Like the water exploded in that house.
I can't which season, and maybe season 2, maybe it's season 1 of Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
Where that they put that dude in the tub full of acid or whatever, and he falls through the ceiling and just like they spend a whole episode cleaning up. That is essentially what this floor and ceiling, I would say, kind of look like. It looks like. I mean, the floor is wet. This is
awesome.
recent. Like it's almost like this just happened, and it's like you should be cleaning right now.
Yeah, like this guy was doing he was going through the house like, I think I could clean this place up, and then just like there's an explosion inside as he was there.
So that's picture number 1. And picture number 2 is even worse, it appears, of the same.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Where we at first was like, we saw like what appeared to be hardwood floors that were very wet. Now it looks like maybe we're in the basement or near the basement, because we have another, it appears to me there's a separate ceiling. Like this is one ceiling here, right? With like a little, like an entryway that it's above. It looks like something bad has happened. There's another, I think, ceiling. Maybe it's the other side.
I don't know. This house looks like The Rock got in a fight with Vin Diesel in the house,
Or
and they're just slamming each other through these walls.
Yeah. Or like a Saw movie happened for sure in this basement. So anyway, that's the first 2 pictures. I think that they're not telling a lie. There seems to be a lot of water damage.
Yeah.
Okay, then the text begins. This is water pipe busted on the top floor. I think that's very clear now. All standing water needs cleaned up with shop vac or similar.
I like the advice.
I mean, I honestly, I'm not a water cleaning expert, but I could tell you that those first 2 sentences, I could probably tell you right away. Yeah. You're going to need a shop vac or similar here.
I like that. It kind of sounds like he was writing it in like those old messages, like Morse code almost. So he's like, water pipe busted on top floor. Stop. All standing water needs to be cleaned up. Shop vac. Stop.
Correct.
Like,
yeah, these are just independent lines. And it says air movers and fans needed to dry out the floors and ceilings. Debris on the floor needs cleared out. And then it says looking for someone ASAP. Lockbox access. And then compensation just says send bid ASAP. And that's the post. That's it.
That's a job. Well, if you're gonna do that job, you're gonna need a lot. Well, first of all, you're gonna need the right equipment. So you're gonna need some knee high, like those swamp boots or swampy boots that the fishermen wear.
For sure. Yeah, because there's
matter of fact, you might need that whole fisherman little overall outfit, little thing.
Yeah, like those cranberry guys have in the Ocean Spray commercials.
Yeah. And then
I'm gonna guess you're gonna need a shop vac or similar.
A shop vac, or maybe even a regular vac.
I would say after the shop vac, you're gonna need a regular vac. Yeah.
A bunch of those dollar store mops, like they're only $1. They might as well get like 3 or 4 of them.
They're gonna be decimated by the time this is over. Yeah, no, you're a guy, I hope, with a van and a crew. I mean, again, this person who wrote the post, it just seems like they could have gotten a head start on most of this work. Because they know what to do,
Yeah. I was gonna ask, do you think he didn't do it himself because he's too sad? I feel like this guy is bummed the fuck out about his house right now. He knows,
and that will make up for a lot of sadness. A project like that take your mind off a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, this is the reason and the antidote. If you really think about it, call a plumber and get a referral or something, right? Somebody.
Yeah, it's weird that you're like, God, I just need to find a stranger online right now. I have no one in my life.
Yeah. So I'm going to say fuck this place because I'm woefully underprepared. I have a Swiffer. That's the most water damage I'm prepared to mop up. So it's probably about I don't know what, 5 millimeters thick. It's really just a light spray that's going to do anything with.
I'm out because I feel like when you get there, this guy's going to have half the equipment you need. But again, I think he's too sad to do anything. So I think he's going to be just kicking around pieces of wall or whatever in the other room while you're cleaning
super
up.
Wet. Yeah,
you're going to get these like super sad sounding updates. Like he's going to be like, oh God, there's a dog came in and shit in the floor in here. Like you're going to hear him being sad about something he found along the way.
Yeah,
so he's going to want you to clean up too. So I don't want to hang out with this guy. He sounds too much like a bummer for me.
Yusuf, what do you say?
I do the job only because, like I said, in case this guy is sad, he might need somebody to come over there and help cheer him up and get him through this. We can mop, we can talk sports, we can smoke. I get him through it. I help him get it through it, and then I'll charge him like $1,600. It'll be a win-win.
You're gonna charge for the friendship, but but that doesn't mean that's not valuable. Like a therapist.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, let's take a quick look at post number 2 then. Post number 2 title is Getting Paid to Sign Up for Spam Research. And there is one picture, and it is of a can of Spam, the famous terrible meat. So we know this person's got a wacky sense of humor.
Right, yeah.
Like, hey, Spam, right? The meat. Anyway, so there's no actual relevant pictures, but there is a product image. By the way, has anyone in this chat here had Spam relatively recently?
I have.
No, ever.
I also have.
Yeah.
It's fucking trash.
Oh, dude. See, like I used to eat it as a kid a bunch. So now it's like one of those things where it's like, I feel like I'm dying when I'm eating it, but like I keep eating it.
Okay. All right. That's fine. We'll leave that there.
Mhm.
And those, your association, I'm not going to challenge that. Okay. So the text for the post says, I'm looking for 4 to 5 people of any age, race, gender to help research the promotions of different companies by signing up for quote unquote promotional spam, aka spam mail. This means one day of being driven around to several places and signing up to be sent spam mail. I'm super confused by this process already. You will not be required, because I think you could just do this on the internet. Anyway, correct. Or on the phone. You will not be required to give sensitive information or pay any money. You don't need to.
Given that, just real quick, Chase, given that first paragraph and the picture of the can of spam, I'm still not. I don't know if we're talking about the food or the email stuff. Like, I know he means the email stuff.
That's true, but
why do I have to drive around to places?
That's
go check my email.
You would drive around to get physical spam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, is he going like, oh, there's this gross ass market on the corner of like 3rd and Main or whatever, and they have spam. Get
this
that
guy
spam.
Needs a task rabbit.
And go to a Ralph. So, I'm just saying, it's just like, why? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about still. I think that this same amount of information is accomplished by not saying you don't care about people's race or gender.
I agree.
I think you could just not mention that, and that would be
because everyone will respond. We all believe this is for everyone. Every post is for everyone.
Right.
It's a Craigslist.
It's
not a specific age.
Just in case you didn't know, he meant everyone. He just wanted to specify it. It doesn't matter if you can read this. Of any, because any age, because if like maybe you 6 and you want to do it, and he like, oh no, 6-year-olds too. Like, oh, okay, like I'm down. Then
I'll drive you around.
6-year-olds.
He's like on the phone. He's like, "Are you an old Asian lady? Because I don't care. That's fine if you are. I don't care.
Are you making assumptions, sir?" So the text continues. You don't need to receive mail. Oh, he's talking about physical mail. You don't need to receive mail at your home address, and can sign up using my mailing address instead. This guy just wants a bunch of spam. This would be one long day of being driven around, starting early in the morning and ending late at night.
Wow.
It seems like a very long day, but I mean, you already warned me about it, but still, but it's low effort, straightforward, and well paying. Feel free to bring a friend or a family member, a pair of headphones, a good book, whatever. You need to bring your homework because you're 12. Well, get in here. Must have valid, unexpired government ID, such as a passport or driver's license, and be at least 21. Oh, so not any age. I only need 6 people. That seems like a lot of people. Vaccinated people are preferred. I appreciate that. One and only, but not required. Yeah. The date of this would be Saturday, January 16th. So this must have passed already. Pay is $300 for your time in cash, or $300 in an Amazon gift card, which, like, why the fuck would you take that? Whichever works for you. Lunch and dinner will be provided. Okay, this is starting to look slightly more attractive. So there's no need to bring your own cash. Absolutely must have valid, unexpired ID, which I will check when you arrive, like a bouncer. When replying to this post, start by telling me your name and your favorite color so I know A, you're not a robot, and B, you actually read my post. Please also include your vaccination status and whether you'd like to bring a friend or two. And then compensation reiterates $300 a day. And that's the post.
This is so wonky. Like, it's just like, he's like, yeah, bring a friend. I don't care what you do. You guys could have a rave here. I don't care. Like,
I've got one van. It fits 6 people. And I don't care what happens in there, so long as you sign up for like free mail at like an Ashley furniture store.
Right.
What is strange to me is when I read the title to this, getting paid to sign up for spam research, I thought this was going to be like a company, that was like, we're conducting a focus group or something, you know what I mean? Like, these are on Craigslist all the time, but this seems like a dude.
Yeah.
This seems like one regular man who is going to pay 6 people $300 each.
Yeah,
This sounds like a single, like a one-man run sex trafficking organization. Like he's trying to do a startup sex trafficking organization. He just needs 6 people. This double insistence on your ID being like unexpired. Like, we need good people. We need to know it's you. These people want to buy specific Americans, so we need to make sure it's you.
I'm shipping you off to Belarus, so we need to have all your paperwork in order.
A passport? Well, I need a passport to go sign up for spam email.
I mean, what blows my mind? You do the math. This person's willing to throw down $1,800 in a day, a long day, so they say. But like, yeah, you're right. There has to be something really big, like at least double, like if
you
this
gotta
person's
look at
willing
it like
to throw down almost $2,000, this person is hoping to make, I'm guessing, around $4,000 worth of stuff.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's I'm not doing it. This one is
harvesting
easier to
organs.
turn down than the fucking feminine thing.
I was like, because I had it in my head that this guy's in trouble somehow. Like he's in I don't know what it is, but he's in some sort of a jam. So he needs a lot of help really fast. But I think you're right, Yusuf. Like, I think even coupling our ideas, like there's some guy with a gun to this guy's head that's like, I need you to bring 8 Americans to me now. And so he's just like, oh shit, spam.
And he got new information midway through the post because he said, I need any age. And then they was like, oh, we got enough kids. Okay. Well, in that case, 21 and over.
They need to be drinking age, for Christ's sake. We need friends along the journey.
Yeah. So I'm terrified. I'm out.
Yeah, for sure. No, this is scary. What I'm still very curious about is like, what if they're trying to get the actual spam? They want you to get the spam. Because again, if they need to harvest humans, why would they say that's gonna be a long day? They could just say like, I'm gonna give you $300 to show up and move this one couch. Tee-hee. You know what I mean? Like smiley face. Like, I'll pay you a lot and who knows what's gonna happen, But it just seems like you're prepping me to do something for you. And I think you're going to do something with what do people mail you? Just cards? What are you going to do with those discount? Like to like a fucking, like a Jamba Juice or something? Anyway.
How do you even ask for the spam email? Like, where do you go? I know customer service is one thing.
Literally.
Where do you go and say, hey, where do I sign up for the bullshit?
Yeah, correct. If I walk into any business right now, I don't actually know how to accomplish what this person wants me to do. Like, I would like for you all to not email me, mail me things. I have information. Please do that. So if this person is even slightly sincere, I can't accomplish what they're asking me to do. So I'm going to say, fuck this place.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. I can't even help you if I wanted to. And again, you're going to take out my liver. So no, fuck this place. Heyo, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, did you know that you can text this podcast? The number is 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. We take your side, by the way. That's an automatic position. If you text us, we're on your side.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about your boss. You think I'm going to protect that guy? I hate that guy. I got your back. We got your back here.
Absolutely. If we're like this is like a weirdo, like sleazy lawyer commercial. I mean, we're on your side to a point,
I'm wearing a goofy suit right now.
I'm wearing a brown tie. Couldn't tell you why. If you need to talk shit about something, like we're your shit talking team. All you gotta do is text 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. We're on your side.
Yusuf, what is the first job you ever had?
Oh, that's easy to remember. It was the first real job that wasn't a summer job. Summer job was like the bullshit they give you in school. But the first real job was hometown buffet.
Hometown buffet.
Yeah, Euclid, Ohio, across from Euclid Square Mall.
Oh man, it's got to get busy as shit. People come from the mall just being hungry.
Oh yeah, it was. And
I just want to pile corn on my plate.
First day was Thanksgiving that year. It was the Thanksgiving of that year, and I started on Thanksgiving. You wouldn't think it would be so many people, but yeah, it was super packed on Thanksgiving.
The buffets, they got a good thing going, as far as like people going there. People go for birthdays. I was at a Ryan Steakhouse one time in middle school, heard the birthday song 7 fucking times in like an hour and 10 minutes, So people go.
Can you imagine being number 7? Like you keep thinking it's going to be you that gets called. And it's
because it is your birthday.
Yeah. You know they're going to get to you eventually. You're like, fuck.
Oh, guys, you shouldn't have. Oh, you didn't.
Oh, wow, I hear it in the distance. They must be really approaching. Oh, no, that's not me. I'm just going to get some more prime rib. That's fine.
Okay, I guess it's some girl named Kelsey. Okay, all right.
No big deal. I'm just going to
was
get some more
memorable.
corn
I like that job. We had a lot of because that job was separated by the people who worked on the cold food salad side and the people who worked in the back doing the dishes, and we wore different color shirts. So it was like a game.
So you knew. Yeah,
it was like the green shirts versus the white shirts, man. It was great, man. We'd take dishes back there, they'd throw shit at us. They'd come and get they'd come to get dishes, we'd throw shit at them. It was great, man. It was great.
Well, what specifically were your favorite projectiles? I mean, you
like
those grape tomatoes,
half-eaten chicken legs. That was our weapon of choice. They would just try to spray us with water, so it would be a lot of wet salad servers and a lot of greasy faced dishwashers leaving the fucking job at the end of the day.
So your responsibilities were like you just like watch the salad bar and refill it. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. That's all you had to do was keep the shredded cheese stacked to the top.
Oh man, people love putting that shredded cheese on top of salad.
Yeah, that's the most like people just take handfuls of shredded cheese.
Yeah, just make sure the ranch is up to the fucking brim.
Yeah. Keep the cherry tomato thing full. It was nice, and we had this lady named alcoholic named Rose.
Okay,
no, Rosetta. Rosetta was her name, so we called her Wild Irish Rosetta. It was great.
Wait, what side was she on?
She always drinking like Jim Beam or something.
She had the cheap wines in her pocket, like the small wines you can fit in your pocket.
Oh, nice! Wow.
What team was she on? What side?
She was on our side. She was on the side. She was
an
older lady on the salad side, and we was all like 16, 17. It was great, man. We had no
was she like
for anybody older than 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was she kind of like your supervisor? Or
no, she's just a coworker, and that's why it was so funny. Like we had no respect for her. The supervisor was this dude. I forget his name, but now that I'm looking back, he was on coke. I realized now that I can spot a coke head, this guy was on coke. He was on coke.
Man,
he was always like he had the eyes, and he's like he was on coke. Like he definitely was on coke.
Just negligent of like the war going on in his own restaurant.
He's just not taking sides and because he's doing coke. Isn't it crazy to think that like coke is such a universal drug in food service, but like that there's like like really high end, like I don't know, like fucking chefs that are like making like desserts where like the smoke comes out of the middle of like a strawberry leaf or something, and they're doing coke just like stay focused, and then this same dude is also doing coke to do what?
Yeah. Like there's kingpins who are like sitting on like mountains of money, have made an empire out of like coke, and then there's just like a guy Ronnie I went to high school with who just doesn't much. The range of people. Do it.
Yeah.
It's not in my financial. I can't.
That's what I'm saying. It just feels like an expensive. It is an expensive habit, and it just
not
seems
in my
like
bracket.
You'd be better off. There's lots of other options for you, pal. And again, it is what's the name of the restaurant? This family
hometown buffet.
Hometown buffet. They might still exist. I don't know.
I think they like. I grew up in my hometown. We had them too, and I think they still do. They have like one hometown buffet left or whatever.
I didn't know it was a chain.
How old were you when you worked?
Oh, I just would like to clarify.
This is 90. This is 96.
96. I just Googled it. It looks like it's permanently closed.
Is it permanently closed? I was 16.
16.
17.
And
17.
17. Why'd you get the job? I mean, how'd you get there? How did you pick that place?
How did I get that job?
You were just leaving the mall one day and you're like, oh shit.
That's a good question. How did I end up even applying for hometown? I didn't know nobody that worked there already, so it wasn't that.
You were eating there one day and someone tried, and one of the dishwashers like spray water at you, and they were like, they just handed you a shirt. Like, come on.
Guidance counselor told me I should get a job.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. That's a good question. Because it definitely ruined me. It turned me into a guy that thought I needed a job for the rest of my life. God damn it.
Man, what a move that guy.
What a funny way to like wake up from like browning out. Right? You woke up today. Son of a bitch, have I been here for 11 years?
Have I had a job since I was fucking 17? Did that happen to me? Um, well, so the other coworkers, they didn't give a shit about Wild Irish Rose that either.
No.
What, I mean, like, were they all at your, like, did you know them already? Were they at your school?
Let
or
me see.
something?
No, I didn't, but I got to know, like, I remember a couple because of their personalities. Like, I remember, first of all, it was a black dude named Fernandez.
Mm-hmm.
So that just stood out immediately. Like, wait a
Uh-huh.
minute.
Mhm.
How are you in Cleveland? You're a black dude and your
Yeah.
name Fernandez. Like,
Yeah.
where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah. Why'd your mom put your name on random when she was gonna name you?
Right. And then who else I remember? This dude named King, because his name was King.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of confidence for your parents to name you King.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that confidence is pretty well crushed.
Yeah,
sitting
here at the hometown buffet.
Right. You just working here with me,
Uh,
King. I remember one time it was a guy, the dishwashers, they turned on one of their own, and they was trying to throw a day's worth of grease on this dude.
Oh
Damn.
my God.
And they chased him all the way from the restaurant to the Euclid Square Mall, which was probably about a quarter of a mile.
Yeah. It's a good
And
Trying
they
to throw
chased
grease
him,
at him.
Trying to throw grease at him with
like
the
cold grease.
Hot.
Like-
Well, it wasn't too hot, but it wasn't cold.
Yeah, it was liquid, but not
You
not
didn't
molten.
want it on you, and they chased
Yeah, no
him.
shit.
Yeah. Do you
I
know
remember
why
that.
do you know why they changed him, or if he was his name not goofy enough or whatever? Like, why is it?
I think he was just a general fuck up.
Uh-huh.
So they throw grease on him.
Yeah, they just wanted to teach him a lesson or something.
Uh-huh.
Which is crazy because he's doing dishes, which is, I mean, every assignment here seems not terribly like pretty hard to fuck up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
I remember
what are you doing wrong
a
back
guy
there?
who used to come in there and read the paper for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Old guy, I assume, super old guy.
Yeah, he would
Oh,
buy
yeah.
like, because it was all you can eat, but all he would eat was like one plate of like croissants and like some coffee, and then he would just sit there and be in there for like 3 hours every single day, like every day, at least every day I worked there.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy.
That's wild.
Oh, and I remember, this is my most vivid memory. I remember being so pissed that I missed The Simpsons because I worked every Sunday while I worked there, and this was pre-DVR and pre all that
you missed
shit.
it. It's over.
So if you missed it, you missed it.
Uh-huh.
So I missed an entire season of The Simpsons because of that fucking job.
Yeah. It's
And
like
I
funny.
was so loyal and dedicated to The Simpsons.
I'll say it's like really funny to think.
Well, it
that,
sounds like you're decently loyal and dedicated to hometown buffet. You know,
Well, yeah.
for
I only
your
worked like
for your
4
tenure
days.
there.
That was one of my 4 days I worked.
Okay.
I'll say it's like funny to think that you were like, man, I'm so fucking mad. I hate this job because it made me miss The Simpsons for a full year. And that other guy's just like, yeah, and they threw hot grease on me. That's why I don't like this job.
They ruined my skin.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 reasons to not like the hometown buffet.
Well, yeah. Other than that, it was fun because, like I said, it was just a bunch of kids. We just talked shit all day, attacked each other with grease and water and chicken. And you can eat all you want. You can eat all you want before you started, on your break, and after you got off. If it was still like, if you got off and it was only like 6 o'clock and it was still food, you can get like another. Eat whatever the fuck you want to eat. Like,
nice.
Because no one gives a shit. It's a buffet.
Yeah, and that was great. So the eating was great, and they had some pretty good fried chicken. The dessert was pretty good. The cakes and shit.
They have soft serve.
Ooh, man. Yep, they had the ice
Oh, yeah.
cream and all the toppings.
Good little M&Ms on there.
Dude, I love a good buffet. I love a
Dude.
good buffet.
I love a bad buffet. Really.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. You can find something good, bad. Just the ridiculous, I'm gonna get this fucking crab legs and birthday cake. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and every buffet always breaks the genre of that buffet. You know what I mean? Like if it's like hometown cooking, if it's like an Asian buffet, like they always have a few wild cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would go to Asian buffets in my hometown. Like they for sure had pizza and fried chicken.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, well, fuck it. I will have some lo mein and a slice of pepperoni.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see. What was our rule of breaking food? Probably when we had crab legs.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of weird.
Crab cakes or something,
Yeah, like
we're in Ohio. How do we get these?
Like you got chicken, we got roast beef, we got
we're continental here. All right.
Yeah, and then we got crab legs.
He's weird. Like you just walk. He's like, I guess sushi and Jello. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll put
absolutely.
things together.
Weird shit.
Yeah. Do you ever go to those Asian buffets where they have those donuts that are like just covered like with regular sugar, and everyone called them Chinese donuts, but they were just donuts. They're just donuts with sugar on them, and I've had them not in Asian buffets either. Oh, you want some Chinese donuts? Like, oh, you mean donuts?
Yeah, guys, just like, oh, I guess this is how they do donuts over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really soaking in the culture.
I get it.
Yeah.
Are you good with that, Chase?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. Okay, cool. All right, Yusuf, that was your first job ever. What would you say is the worst job you've ever had?
Worst job. Okay, it was two. One only lasted a day. It was catering, and it was a temporary. You know how you go to these places and they send you to wherever. So the temporary place sent me to catering for one day. And I quit the catering and that temporary place for having the audacity to send me to such a bullshit job. They had me now. I'm probably at the time, about 18, 19. So I'm probably about 125 pounds.
Yeah.
About 5, same height I am, about 5'5". And they had me carry these motherfucking 45-pound trays full of food with like 6-7 plates on them. They insist that you carry it like this.
Yeah, over the shoulder. Yeah.
I did
Classy
that maybe twice. And then from the rest of the night, I was carrying it.
It's all triceps over the shoulder, you know.
And they was like, sir, you have to put it over your shoulder. I was like, look, this shit is heavy. I can't, if I put it on my shoulder, I'm going to drop it off. So then they was like, well, at lunchtime, you could just go home if you wanted to go home. And I left. So I quit at the end of the day, in the middle of the day. So that was definitely the worst.
They didn't like
second to that was, and it's kind of it was a worse job because of the job description. I was a adult day healthcare guy. So I mean, I wiped a lot of asses.
Okay. That sounds awful.
Asses. I was assigned to 2 asses. Only wiped like 2 asses. But it was a lot of shit.
Adult shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the job in itself, other than the literal shitty pay and the shitty asses, the job was cool because he felt like he was making a difference in these people's life. Like they really they really needed you to wipe their ass. Like I really my ass will not be clean if Yusuf does not do it. So like I felt needed, but it was like, damn, I am wiping somebody's ass.
Wait. This is a person's ass?
Yeah, like a mentally challenged adult.
I
am wiping a grown person's ass.
Yeah, that's tough, man, because it gets pretty sloppy back there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean,
so that definitely was the worst, hands down. Period.
Yeah.
So they brought you on specifically as an ass wiper?
Yes. It was like the job entails feeding them and then wiping their ass when they shit. And you mostly gonna do a lot of wiping their ass because they don't eat as much as they shit. So
they said that. They told you the ratio.
Are they saying shit that much in a job interview?
They probably said make accident or make messes or have personal accidents. They worded it different, but it was shit. They meant shit.
Wow.
They just want to run me out the interview.
So this is like at a center of some kind, I assume.
Yeah. It was in North Hollywood. It was when I first got. It was not too long after I first got out here. And
it was like Dirty Asses of NoHo or whatever.
Well, I ain't gonna say the exact name, but it's one of those names where they like try to make it sound pleasant, like
Centurion
sunny,
or something.
like Sunny Valley or Happy Farms, but it was just like a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
Yeah. Happy Farm shit piles.
To be fair, my guy had a lot of solid shits.
All right.
Okay.
So it was cool. Like sometimes you had the messy shits, but most of the time it was solid. I didn't need but like 2 or 3 wipes. Like, those 3 wipers ain't so bad, but when you get those 8-9 wipe shits, man.
Yeah, I mean they're not fun to do for yourself.
Hey man, you did this on purpose. This guy's shit, man. What are you doing to me, man?
Did you just eat straight mayonnaise?
Dude, I thought we were friends.
And it was fucked up because like it was probably about 7 aides. So we was all assigned to like 2 people, at least 2 people.
Yeah.
My other guy, I'm talking about, he never shit.
Okay.
The whole, I
Okay.
probably worked there for about almost a year, maybe a little over. He never shit. He never shit. He never
Like,
did nothing really, but
suspicious.
sometimes he would get undressed. Sometimes he would take all his clothes off
Yeah.
and want to have his underwear on. And he was like a big, strong, like a strong dude, so
Uh-huh.
if he wanted to take his pants off, it was nothing you can do.
You
but
can't
just,
stop him. Yeah.
hey, he gonna take those pants off. You can give them to him and hope he put them back on.
Or he's just gonna carry him around.
Ain't nothing you can do once he starts taking
Like-
the bitches off.
Just carry those pants around like King Kong, just like climb up things.
Dude, it's wild that he would be so down to take his pants off, but not shit. It's
I'm
like that's
talking
the
about
first
he
half of
didn't
shit.
shit. For a while, he didn't piss, but then towards the end, he would go piss a little bit every now and then, once or twice maybe.
He started coming around. Yeah.
Well,
Then I had my other
question.
guy. My other guy, like I said, he did the solid shits. He was cool. He was just like walking around. He liked to walk. So like it was cool. It was actually, for the most part, like compared to another dude who worked there, like his guy was combative. So he like had to fight this dude all day. Was a struggle with this guy. And if he didn't come to work, God forbid he didn't come to work. And we were all looking around like, please don't assign me to his guy.
Yeah.
Please don't assign me to his guy. And I'll probably have to deal with his guy like twice. And it was a rough day, man. This dude was strong. And
and he's just fighting you, just generally speaking, not just when you're wiping his ass.
fighting everything.
Wow.
Wiping his ass, fighting you trying to get him off the van, fighting you trying to get his jacket on, fighting you trying to get him the feet to eat. Everything is a fight. Oh my God, this guy. I can say the A's name. Joel. Shout out to you, man. If you still there, I'll pray for you, man.
I was gonna say, what was Joel's temperament? The guy who
He was
helped.
cool, man. He was a cool dude. Smoked weed. He got a lot of business, so he was a cool dude. He didn't mind. I guess he didn't mind his daytime life because his nighttime made up for it. He had a Accord with rims. He was cool. A Civic. He had like a Civic with his little rims on it, little radio and shit. He was a very content dude. So I guess he didn't mind.
Right on, Joel. Right on.
Yes, simple man.
Okay. How did you find this job?
Now this job I looked for on Indeed.
Oh,
I was out here looking for jobs.
Yeah.
Indeed, the
like,
refined
yeah,
person's
here-
Craigslist.
It was indeed
you
a lot
come
of
out here
asses
as a
being
comic,
wiping.
You come out here with your little money saved up and you a comic and you got these dreams and didn't know agency or manager or nobody and tell you to come out here. So you just kind of made a kind of foolish decision, however you want to look at it, to just leave your hometown and just pop up in LA. And you're like, well, now my money is running out that I saved up. I didn't think I was going to have to get a job. So let me check out this Indeed thing that I never heard of. And there you go. It was like, hey, we need help wiping asses. And I was like,
That was the
well,
headline.
it's not too far from where I live. I'll go do that right quick. Get me on my feet, and then boom.
What was there like you said, you mentioned Joel was a cool dude. What was the general consensus of like the other employees around? Were you guys all friends? Was it like
it was interesting. It was like, obviously I was I was one of 2 black dudes. The other black dude was like an older black dude. Then it was like 2 Nigerians who like kind of was to themselves. So that's why they don't really count, because they didn't really fuck with us. And then it was like the Mexican nurses who was divided by the Salvadorian nurses.
okay.
Who was then divided by the Filipino nurses who didn't fuck with either one of the other 2 types of nurses. It was a very interesting dynamic.
Right. I'll
I
say.
didn't know that.
And in the middle of that, you got Joel. It's just like showing up wearing full pads.
He didn't care. Like, I didn't know that like Hondurans didn't get along with Salvadorians. Like it was interesting to learn that.
Yeah. Wow, hate all over. Yeah, you can just find it anywhere, you know.
And then, like I said, then the Filipino nurses, they didn't really fuck with nobody. They stayed to themselves.
Mhm.
And then it was
So
like,
did anybody talk to each other?
Yeah.
yeah, it was like high school. It was like everybody was in their group with their little, like it'd be the 3 Filipino nurses with their guys.
Mhm.
So and then like the 3 Salvadorians with their guys over here. It was like, it was crazy. It was like grouped off and blocked off and clicked off. And it was funny. It was
And
very noticeable.
you know, inside the cliques, like inside the group of Filipino nurses, they all fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, God fucking damn it, I gotta talk to these 3 people, but for some reason they're better than everybody else.
And then you had like the van, the bus, the access drivers that came every day. That was like another group because you got to know them too.
Mhm.
So it was like they had their own personalities and quirks.
Mhm.
So it was like the one guy come be real happy. Then you had the one moody lady. Then you had like, man, it was cool, man. It was actually fun. Again, aside from the ass wiping
Yeah.
and the low pay.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
mind working. If that was a job, like if that was a career type job, like I wouldn't have mind, but it
Uh-huh.
wasn't.
Well, it kind of sounds like everybody, you know, kind of works on their own little island, right? You know,
Yeah,
and it's like, so it's like not so bad, you know, but like you got to go to Butt Wipe Island, you know, and you're like, oh, it's nice.
But
Here.
Wipe Island.
Yep.
It's like, well, it's nice here, you know, but like there's not that much food, and I have to wipe asses.
Uh-huh.
So it's, you know, it's not that nice, is it? And also, I don't get to go to any other island because they all fucking hate me for some
Yeah.
reason.
Okay. But what is, if you're not on Butt Wipe Island at the time, like what is the hang like? What is it
The
like?
rest of the day,
Yeah.
actually, it was cool because it was general routines. Like they started off the day with exercise,
Mhm.
so that was cool. You got to do the exercises, and then they would watch. Somebody wanted to watch a show or a movie, so they put on. So you get to pick a movie for them to watch,
Mhm.
and then sometimes like they would want to just watch the news, which was
Mhm.
cool. I didn't mind that as a comic.
Uh-huh.
I get to get updated on my topics.
Mhm.
And then we'll do like activities. They might want to just play bingo or bingo was the most popular activity. I learned how to count in Spanish. What else we have? And they might have somebody come in there and play a guitar or some type of musical act or some shit like that. I actually did comedy. How could I forget? I did comedy one time. They
Did some
begged
stand-up?
and begged and begged me to do comedy. And it was generally for the aides and the managers and shit.
Yeah.
But some of the clients was with me. I didn't make it. I didn't put it too over their head too much.
You didn't go too blue.
It was an interesting 5 minutes. It was probably the most interesting 5 minutes of comedy I ever did in my life.
Nice.
Easy to say.
Mhm.
And what else? Oh, and we just walking around playing. They had a basketball hoop, so we play basketball. It was great until
So
they had
it
to go
really
to
is
the
kind of
bathroom.
like, again, you're on the island, you're sipping from a coconut, and then it's like, hey, buddy, I need to go wipe that ass.
Yeah.
Yep,
Much like being,
we ate earlier, so you know what's gonna happen after we eat earlier. So
I'll say, much like being on an island, it sounds nice except for the poop situation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if stranded on a real island, I'd be like, oh, it's gonna get weird when I have to poop. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna have so much poop to deal with over time,
Yeah.
depending on the size of the island.
Right. Man.
You're there all day, and then you just leave, and it just pretty much just starts all over again. It's basically the same every day, right?
Yep. Same pretty much routine.
And so
Only difference was how much shit was going. How many wet wipes you was gonna have to use that day.
So how long was everybody else there for? I mean, you were there for about a year. Like, were there
Yeah,
lifers?
so like you
or-
had people that was there. You could tell that was their job. They was gonna be there. Like, you had people that had been there for 5 years, 10 years, 8 years, 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, so like they was all the older nurses and people that like Joel was younger. He was younger than me. He was in his 20s.
Were there ever people that moved out of the butt wiping profession and into something, if there were aides, they moved into, I don't know, like the van driving pool, or was it pretty much
was there
pick a track
only
and you're there?
Yeah,
no, because
like
actually
only
you
butt wipers?
didn't want to be a van driver because then you had to deal with like 10 of them by yourself. Not by yourself. It might be 2 or 3 aides, but it was rough on the bus. Like every time unloading the bus itself was an adventure. So I can imagine the ride over there.
Okay, got it. So really, you probably have one of the better jobs because all you do is hang out with them.
I got really lucky.
What was the? Yeah, okay. And you just thought like, well, I'll get this. And were you thinking you wouldn't be there that long? I mean, I know a
Yeah,
year
I was
isn't
like,
super
yeah, that's
duper long, but
some got to shake,
yeah.
some type of writing offer.
Mm,
Something.
It's
Nope.
yeah, Johnny
telling
Carson's
yourself-
gonna walk in here eventually.
Yeah. This is gonna make a
I'm
hell
gonna
of a
wipe his
pilot.
ass.
It's gonna make a hell of a TV show. I'm the star of one day.
One of these goddamn Instagram videos gonna go viral or something.
Well, I mean, I guess the only thing I really want to know at this point, we always close the podcast with 3 questions, just to make sure we kind of covered everything.
Mhm.
For this bad job. Like, when were you done and how did you quit? Like, when were you like, I gotta get out of here? And then when were you like, no, I'm out of here for real?
Okay, what happened was this was great. The quitting became once I started in a legal, which I can say now because I don't
Statute
give
of
a fuck.
limitations.
Yeah, under the table paying weed job
Okay.
Okay.
where I was delivering weed, and then the lady offered. She was like, "You want to start tomorrow?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So I didn't even get it. I told them, I was like, "Hey, I got this job. I can't. They need me to start tomorrow.
Yeah. Who cares?
Sorry, I have to start tomorrow." And they was all apologetic. They was sad to see me go because they was like, "Oh man, and, oh man, you was good coworker." Because my guys, like I said, I was a top ass wiper. My guys did never itch. They wasn't complaining about burning assholes
rash?
or nothing like that. Like, so
So this
they like,
guy's
we're gonna hate to see you go. You're one of our top ass wipers of all time, man.
Yeah, top tier ass wiper. Yeah.
That got me into the weed industry where I'm just a weed guy now, weed worker guy now. But that's a lot better than wiping ass. Like
Right. I believe it.
Yeah, no, they're telling you about the job. They're like, you're dropping this off. You gotta take this over here. It's kind of like illegal. It's no big deal. You're like, oh, whoa, quick question. Where are the asses? What do we want? What's our wipe front to back? What are we doing?
I don't do more than 2 asses an hour. That's it. And they're like, there's no asses here to like 2.
Sir.
No. Okay.
All right, but I'm just FYI, I'm holding you to that.
I'm holding you to that.
You might give me a promotion, but I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing any asses. Okay.
Nope.
No, it says, I know it's a big part of my resume, but I'm not doing it here.
Were you looking for that? Were you looking for that job, or did it just kind of fall in your lap?
Yeah, I wanted a weed job bad because
Yeah.
my lady Jill Chrissy, also a dope comedian, she had a weed job, and I was like, I want a weed job. I smoke weed. Like, what the fuck? I need a weed job. So,
Yeah. And then the magic happened. Did you like?
And then
you just like found it on the streets or on Craigslist? Or?
Actually, no. I actually found it through another comic. He sent me a DM. Shout out Corey Fernandez. He sent me a DM like, "Hey man, you want a job selling weed?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" There you go.
We've said it before on the podcast. Comics are either sources of like a really sweet spot that's like super specific that maybe you can plug into, which if this is the case, or they are also working the worst job of all fucking time. And they're like, hey, do you want to come wipe asses with me? And you're like, fuck no. What the fuck are you talking about, you idiot? Because comics will accept the worst work imaginable. Yeah. But like, well, I get to have nights free. You're like, great, good. Okay, so yeah, you just made your way out. And then question number 2, for this ass wiping situation, what is one good thing you would say you took from that not so good job?
Just knowing my ability to make people to cheer people up. I guess that's like a natural, like as a comic, you're supposed to be funny. So then I guess at your job, you're supposed to make people feel good, kind of correlate. So there you go.
And being funny and making people feel good are 2 separate skill sets, I would say.
Yeah.
Because being, you can be very funny and people walk away not feeling so good.
That's true. Yeah. Paul Mooney.
Yeah. Just to really drive in the knife. But it was very funny. But to make people feel good is like that's not something that everyone comes loaded with automatically.
Right.
Okay. Well, question number 3, now related to that job, is like just sort of a general check-in. Like, how you been? We're, I don't know, 30 years into a pandemic. How you doing? How you been?
I'm good, man. I see a lot of people talk about this mental health shit. So I ain't had no breakdowns. I'm good. Like I'm good. Just still trying to, as a struggling artist, still trying to make it out here. I've come to terms with my day job now. So like, if I have this weed job, then until I make it, then whatever. At least it's not wiping asses.
Absolutely.
So I've come to terms with that, and so yeah, I'm overall good. Yeah.
That come to terms that happen.
Trying to finish, you know how we are, trying to finish projects and get them sold. Other than that, good. Can't complain.
That coming to terms, is that recent, or is that like I've settled into that? Like we're good.
That was like probably in the last 6 months. Like,
okay,
this is probably. I'm probably gonna have to work here.
I'm probably gonna have to work here.
I want, so I might as well make the best of this shit.
Might as well sign up for an extra shift every now and then, because this is where the money's coming from. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe one of these stocks take off. One of these fucking bullshit stock. Everybody turned into a stockbroker once Robinhood became a thing. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, some people did. You did. I have not touched it, but yeah, a lot of people did. Smart people. Yeah. Yeah,
smarter than me. I waited till a week ago to get on the shit. Oh shit! What's the shit called? Crypto? What the fuck?
You got time. You got time to figure out crypto. I mean, I'd say we got at least 5 years before it becomes like a widespread thing. I made that up, but doesn't it feel good? Yusuf, where can people find you on the internet if you'd like to be found?
Everything on at Next Great Ali. That's all my handles on everything. And then we have I have a podcast, Mildred Moments Extendo Edition, available on all podcast platforms. And me and Jake Solomon do Quintessential Browns podcast, and that's available on all platforms also. It's not a weekly like Mildred Moments, because obviously the NFL is not weekly, but we have enough on there to keep you entertained.
I mean, especially if you're into the Browns. I mean,
if you're a Browns fan, I demand. Not even demand.
No, we'll say demand.
You listen to it. Okay, I can demand. But
we demand you do. Yeah.
Browns fans listen to it.
Well, sweet. We'll put links to all that in the show notes below. So check it out. Yusuf, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Dude, this was dope, man. I love this concept for this podcast.
And so we at the beginning you were like, fuck this place, or it's a podcast. No. Okay, all right, we're good.
No, never. I was looking forward to it.
I'm willing to accept.
I was like, yeah, I got shitty jobs. This would be cool.
All right, well, then just in general, fuck this place.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you had a good time, don't forget to subscribe, rate the podcast, leave a review, 5 stars, 4 stars. You can give less stars, but don't do that. I mean, you can, but just text us. It's 470-223-5627. That's 470-223-5627. You can just let it out, Get mean. We're here for you. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.